make a difference every day. You touch the lives of people every day. What I would like you to do is I would like you to think of someone that made a difference in your life. Who touched your life? Now, I want you to, with that person in mind, I would like you to think of one or two words that would best describe that person. And on that card, on the back of the card, if you have a pen handy, jot down the one or two words. If I were to ask you, please tell me in 2 words who that person is, or what that person did to make a difference in your life. So where do we get these values? Where do we build this foundation? And this foundation is developed very early. We begin to learn our values from our parents, from our grandparents, from our teachers, from our spiritual leaders and our clergy. And I think that we begin to learn values very early in our life. So think about the learning curve being very steep in that process. And in fact, I think that we learn our values almost at birth. When our mother holds us and that we feel that connection of love. I think one of the core values we feel very early in life is love. Now, just as I mentioned at the very beginning, think of a person that made a difference in your life. And the words that you put down on the card were probably a positive difference. I would like you to think of someone that made a negative difference in your life. And on the right side of the card, if you have a pen, write down 1 or 2 words that best describes the negative part that they made a difference in your life. I'm retired military. I did 20 years in the Army as an aviator. And I was about the 11-year point in my life, in my career. I was a CW3, and I was teaching flight school at Fort Rucker, Alabama. And they had this brand new helicopter coming out, and it was a Black Hawk. And I wanted to fly it. And I knew that there were 2 slots for instructors coming available to my division that I was working in. So I put my name in. I had good report cards up to that point. I figured I had a pretty decent chance. I was already an instructor pilot. I was an instrument flight examiner. I had the credentials. And I walked in, the commander called me into the office and said, "Mr. Petersen?" I said, "Yes, sir." I just knew he was going to tell me I was in the class. He said to me, he says, "As long as I'm the commander of this division, you will no longer see any advanced training, ever." How do you think that made me feel to get out and teach my students that afternoon? Did he not just burst my bubble? Did he not deflate the motivation that I had to go out and teach other students how to fly? That was 35 years ago, and I can remember it like it was yesterday. So the point is that we do make a difference in people's lives. We touch lives every day. Are we doing it in a positive way? So the people that attend my presentation on values, when they come back and I say, "Who made a difference in your life?" are they going to write your name down first and put those attributes of your core values? Or are they going to put down on the right side of that card the negative values of greed and anger and lies? And the good news is that the commander went temporary duty elsewhere for like 6 weeks. They still had a slot available, and the assistant division commander did not know of that conversation, and I was brought in and flew Black Hawks and taught Black Hawk for a number of years afterwards.